Today we are going to take a look at an old abandoned but still useful homestead site out in the desert southwest. Stick around for the full tour and welcome to the Wasteland. Hey everyone, this is Chris and you are watching Wasteland by Wednesday. Today I'm doing another one of my Wasteland Spotlight features to showcase another point of interest that I've visited many times out here in the Mojave Desert. Now, there's a lot of places like this around the desert southwest, but this one is noteworthy for a few reasons. One is the water tower in the center of the compound, which also functions as a lookout vantage point for the surrounding lowlands. As a side note, if this were a post-apocalyptic time, I wouldn't want to be out there trying to approach this place. One man with a rifle could put in a lot of work from there, and there is zero cover around. Another noteworthy tidbit about this spot is that both main buildings have intact and weather-tight roofs. And if you know anything about the desert, you know that that is a rarity for the ruins out here. Finally, this lot is also completely enclosed by an intact and well-posted 7-foot chain link fence with functional gates. Something else I wouldn't look forward to trying to chew through while our aforementioned rifleman looks on from above. So, I'm actually out here today to construct some archery targets for a training class that we're going to be having for my little mutual assistance group, but this spot is a fantastic one, and I've come out here often. We use it for a variety of training purposes, but let's go ahead and take a look around. There's the promised watchtower in the background. We'll go ahead and flip you around. You can get a good look. And there are a few outbuildings. This one is mostly caved in, disrepair, not so great. This second one over here is pretty well intact. The roof is solid, nothing's caving in. Of course, you know, windows and doors are bad, but we do have chain link up over the windows, so that helps a little bit. Not a bad little spot. We'll go in there and take a look around. As you can see, they used to have drop tile ceilings in here, which needless to say, all of that fell down. But for the most part, the walls and the structure are intact. There's even a few panes of glass that survive. Over here we have the bathroom and another entryway shower area. But just a small little cabin. Briefly, I did want to talk about sites such as this as they are related to collapse prepping. Depending on how far along you are in your prepping journey and how much you have been able to devote to it financially, you may not have been able to establish a bug out location of your own. That can be a very big and costly step to take, and not everyone will be able to do it in time. I'm considering the many less established people out there who are aware of the coming collapse and recognize its near-term inevitability. Given the problems of wage inequality, inflation, skyrocketing living costs, and the looming specter of economic crash, well, many people may feel like a bug-out location is out of their reach. And conventionally, they are probably right. Unconventionally, however, there are other options, and places like this abandoned homestead are one of them. After the collapse of civilization, many things we consider sacrosanct today will become meaningless. And whichever state government or defunct mortgage lender that owns this little bit of forgotten land is one of them. But more on that later. Let's get back to the tour. Finally, here we have the main house. And this is actually in really good shape, considering. You can see the roof's intact, even the shingles are good. I'm sure you can see even more of that from the drone footage. Let's go ahead and go in and take a look around. There's the old water heater coming in the back way. This is just like a small entry room. And here is the kitchen. Now, of course, the entire interior of this place is pretty well trashed by pack rats and everything else. However, it would not be too hard to clean this place up and reuse it. Doors are intact and still hung. And you even got some cabinetry, sink, the works. Not bad. Moving back here to the side rooms, we go back to the master bedroom. Very nice. Still got a bed, we got a chair, a little cabinet. One window, glass intact, still boarded up. The other, not so much. Move along. Take a look here at the main bathroom. There's the mirror. Howdy do, folks. No rat away. Now, this is something you don't usually see. The toilet is actually intact. Just proves that the vandals and the looters have not really found this place yet, which means they probably haven't stripped all the copper out either. That's a good thing. Back out of the hallway. Now we traverse into the main room. Again, drop tile ceiling mess everywhere. Side bedroom. And a third. Oh, we got a nice little 3-bedroom homestead here. Front entryway. And back out. So, just like the other location that I showcased before, this place is another one that is useful as a future rally point post-collapse. And it could even be used as a new permanent base, depending on your situation and what's going on. But when it comes to unconventional bug out locations, this is one that could actually serve a useful purpose, especially if you don't have any place to go already. It's one thing to rehabilitate an old cabin out in the land, and it's an entirely different thing to try to build a new one. Granted, we're talking about post-collapse, okay? After the collapse of civilization and the end of the rule of law. Until then, no trespassing, guys. Okay, now that being said, like I said, we still use this location for training purposes and a variety of other needs. Another rally point, another great place to leave a survival cache behind for future use. But yeah, Water Tower Homestead, there you have it. Stay safe, stay ready. It's a wasteland out there.